Now, just 2 days left until voters in the UK go to the polls to make a momentous decision on whether Britain should leave the EU, the so-called Brexit, with far-reaching consequences for the country, the continent, even the entire global economy. The latest poll numbers show a sentiment slightly leaning towards the stay. That sentiment, experts say, is more favorable for export-dependent countries like Korea. Ji-yeon reports.
With less than 2 days for British citizens to vote on whether to exit the European Union, local polls there suggest that the group leaning towards remaining is slightly outpacing those that want Britain to leave. A late Monday poll by an independent social research institute, NatCen, says those opposing Brexit have outrun those in favor by 6 percentage points. A separate poll on the same day by ORB for the Daily Telegraph newspaper shows supporters that want to stay in the EU surpass those wanting to quit the bloc by 7 percentage points. Only the YouGov poll for the Times newspaper suggests that the Brexit vote hangs on a balance, with Leave at 44% and 42% for Remain. The campaign to leave the EU were more rampant, up until the death of former Labour Party lawmaker Joe Cox, who wanted Britain to remain. Financial markets reflected investor sentiment that the country is highly likely to remain in the bloc. The British pound surged 2% against the greenback on Monday trading, the most since 2008, after the currency plunged since the start of the month on Brexit worries. A local expert says the sentiment among Brits to remain is favorable for other countries like Korea, which highly depends on exports for growth.
Korean exporters to Britain may face unfavorable conditions in price competitiveness with other countries as a result of Brexit. Customs policies that they've enjoyed under the current Korea-EU FTA may no longer hold after a 2-year grace period following Britain's exit from the EU.
Apart from exports, the economist added a Brexit will bring more uncertainty to the local financial market until the EU decides which state will act as a financial hub to the region if its predecessor Britain decides to leave. Ji-yeon, Arirang News.